The CEO of Equifax is out. The company announcing this morning that Richard Smith is retiring in the wake of the massive breach that potentially impacted 143 million Americans. And his departure comes days before he was to appear on Capitol Hill. Aditi Roy is on the story for us.
Equifax announced big executive changes starting from the top. The board of directors appointed board member Mark Fiedler to serve as chairman, and 7-year veteran of Equifax Paulino Dorrego Barros Jr. was named interim CEO. Reaction was swift. Hawaii Senator Brian Schatz, a member of the Senate Banking Committee, said in a statement, "A CEO walking out the door just days before he is to appear before Congress is an abdication of his responsibility." Smith is scheduled to testify in front of Congress next week about the massive breach that affected up to 143 million Americans. An Equifax spokesperson says Smith is scheduled to testify before Congress, adding that the company will fully cooperate with Congress. Smith's departure prompted Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown, a Democrat on the Banking Committee, to ask SEC Chair Jay Clayton a question about it during a hearing on the SEC's own cyber breach.
Do you think it's appropriate, Mr. Chair, for the executives who ran the company during the massive breach that they get to retire and keep their bonuses and stock awards?
It would be inappropriate for me to comment on that specific matter. Do I believe that if executives have profited from a high stock price that's a result of failure to disclose, other acts that are clearly violations of our securities laws, should there be an ability to get back those gains? Yes, I do.
In response, GOP Senator John Kennedy tweeted, "Was pleased to hear Chairman Clayton isn't ignoring the possible Equifax insider trading. The American people need answers." Equifax maintains the executives didn't know about the breach when they sold the shares. Equifax has lost more than $4.5 billion in market cap since the breach was made public. Consumer groups say Smith's departure isn't enough.
If you want another credit card, or refinance your mortgage, you're still going to have to deal with Equifax. And so they don't have that market incentive to properly serve consumers. In fact, their customers are banks and creditors and debt collectors who provide and use their information.
The company says it's starting the search for a permanent CEO. Meantime, interim CEO Mark Fiedler also issued a statement apologizing for the breach and said Equifax has formed a special committee of the board to focus on the hack. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Aditi Roy, San Francisco.